Okay, so congratulations, Sherry. Welcome aboard to QVA. Thank you so much for choosing us to be part of your business. So this is a group interview. We have supposed to be four, but only two show up. So thank you so much, Janet and Charity, for showing up today. So before we get started, Sherry, is it okay if you share a bit of yourself and your business background so we would know you more? Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. My name is Sherry. I live in Toronto. And I do actually work full time at a university here in Canada. But I have a side business, and the side business in particular is coaching, and it is related to parent coaching and trauma recovery coaching. So a lot of my clients are parents. Actually, I also have a lot of clients who aren't parents, who have dealt with intergenerational trauma, as you know, many of us have dealt with. And so my work is I do coaching with them. I also have group coaching programs. Um, and I love the work. So I primarily it's Asian moms, but I also work with non-Asian people, and I work with people around the world. So it is a small but growing business. So it's not a huge business, but I know that there's a lot of potential, and it's very meaningful for me because I work with clients, and they are better able to parent. They're better able to face their work and deal with their stresses. So that's what I do, and I'm very excited to think about how to grow it. I run a podcast, so I have a podcast called Sandwich Parenting. I have an Instagram account, but right now for my business, it isn't fully. It isn't fully running smoothly in lots of different ways, and I just haven't had the chance to really build it yet. Does that help? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing, Sherry. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Let's have our VAs introduce themselves as well, and then feel free to ask questions along the way, Sherry. Okay. All right.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you.
Let's start first with Charity. Thank you, Cece.
Yeah, hello, Sherry. I hope you're having a great day and thank you for this opportunity. So I am Charity, and I help coaches increase their online presence and attract their ideal clients through on Instagram through strategic content creation and targeted audience engagement. So I started working with QVA last March, and since then, I have handled IG accounts, and I'm helping the clients to grow their business through contents and targeted audience engagement.
Great. Thank you.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Can you hear me?
I can. Hi, Janet.
I'll be introducing myself first. So I am Janet McBano. I am 21 years old. I've been with QVA for quite some time now. I think it's already 9 months. And basically, before entering the VA world, I actually got into BPO company, or what we call a customer service representative, where I did assist customers with their concerns and with their orders. And in entering the VA world, my task usually comes with appointment setting. I did try being an appointment setter. I also try like admin task. I go ahead email marketing using Kajabi, since I did work with a lot of business coaches already in my previous clients. I also know how to build contents, since I am a social media manager. I manage social media with my clients in Instagram and Facebook. So basically, there are times that I'll build the post myself, and I'll just go ahead and ask my client if it's for approval to post it. And I also tried Go High Level for quite a couple of times already, and I did use CRM and calling prospects and appointment setting. So also I also have experience in editing, especially in Canva. I know how to edit graphics, and that's for posting. And in that case, I also experienced, since I'm capable of handling admin. I also do like a spreadsheet. I list all the prospects in spreadsheet, and all I also like task for, I mean, I will schedule the clients, like what are their targets for the day. So yeah, I do spreadsheet, and yeah, I will list it one by one, and using spreadsheet the tasks, or like the prospects that I am going to message to. So yeah, that's
Thank you so much, Janet. Okay. Guess my questions. So sorry, Nomi, what's the next step, Nomi?
Yes, go ahead. Continue with your
Yeah, just
questions,
to
Sherry. Thank you.
so right now I do have an Instagram account and I do use Canva. I also use MailChimp for mailing. And so what's interesting is most of my clients are through word of mouth. So I'm curious, based on that, what would you see as what we should focus on in order to grow clients for my one-on-one coaching, but also for my group programs? I'm curious what, based on your experience, what would you see as kind of the best way for us to work together to build up clients for one-on-one and clients for group programs?
Um, Based on my experience, Sherry, basically, in order to gain more clients, especially when you're having one-on-one, I think posting more content in a day, I think it would be helpful if you post like 2 or 3 posts in a day. Because if you actually post once, it will just go like once in their feed. So if you post a lot, like three, it will go ahead in like, they can see that this coach is something that I need, and this coach is something that will help me. So I think that's very important. And also, if you're going to like create some graphics, I think branding is important as well. So if your branding is green, or if your branding is pink, you have to stick with that branding, because clients will actually be confused, or the potential or the prospects will be confused if your branding is quite different. Because
Yeah.
yeah, you're going to post like green right now, and then the next thing you're posting pink. It's not really appropriate in your profile as well. So I think branding, the content itself is has quality. That's very important. That's for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Janet.
Yeah. For me, Sherry, what can I help you with your Instagram account is, first we need to check your account if it is optimized already, so that your target audience will easily check what you offer or what you have for them. So we can also optimize your Instagram highlights so that they can check all the informations that you can offer to them, like your about your like client testimonial, your offer. And also we need to strategize with the content planning. And also engagement is really helpful for us to grow your Instagram. So for me, what we can do is that we need to like plan the content for the month, and afterwards we can schedule that one, and also do a daily engagement to grow your business account, or I mean your Instagram account.
Yeah, great. You guys are making this really hard because you both are fantastic. So I guess another question would be, what do you think is the hardest thing about being a VA for someone who's so far away? What are the challenges, and how do you think that they can be overcome?
For me, I think it's the time sometimes because I mean because of the time difference. But as long as you're happy with your work, we can like easily adjust on with the time difference.
You mean because it's less likely that you're working at the same time? You mean like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. I see. Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Okay, I'll probably share. Yes, time difference is actually one of it. However, since I did experience working in a customer service or a BPO company, I work night shifts. So basically, night here in the Philippines is daytime there in your time. But I actually like conquer it, and um, also um, some challenges that I've experienced based on the clients that I have been is for instance, like the client is not reachable, and you cannot, and the task is not oriented on the VA prior. So basically I think it's hard as a virtual assistant because you don't know what you're going to do, and you don't know, you're not aligned, and it's not, I mean, our work, it's really hard for us as well because we need to adjust. However, in my case, I have like a long patience and wait for my client to like respond to me first, and then that's how I start my work already, because I really wanted to be task oriented even if I really don't know that particular app, or like for instance MailChimp. But if you're going to like teach me how to, or give me tasks, I'll go ahead and like do as instructed. But that's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and I agree with both of you that the time difference can be a challenge. In my case, because I actually work days at my day job, actually I work for the business in the evenings and weekends. So there may be, I might actually be in, the time difference might actually be better. But I agree with you that Janet, that if the client is not well organized, or if the client is not reachable, that can become a problem for sure. So that's very insightful. Okay. What's your favorite thing about working with a client? Like what do you like in a client? What is your favorite kind of client?
For me, my favorite kind of client is that the client that I can like treat like my business partner, because your success is our success too. So it's like my I mean the client that is not demanding, the client that is also vocal on what she wants, um and vocal on her goals also.
And for me, Sherry, the client that I want is a client that I am not afraid to speak my opinions to, because I also want, like for instance, I have a certain idea that I wanted. I will go ahead and like, how about this? How about we try this? Because uh that's the client that I wanted, because I can feel that I am in a friendly environment. And also I wanted a well organized and structured client wherein I know what I am going to do, because that's really hard if I don't know what I'm going to do, because it's quite confusing what I'm focusing on, where I'm going to do, what I'm going to do. So it's very important to me as it. And it's okay for for me to experience a client that is demanding, because also that's a part of the job, but I also wanted it to be like more in a friendly way, and I can speak my or voice out my opinions. That's all. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I'm curious about how much you know about my coaching business. I'm curious if you had a chance to take a look at my website and my Instagram. and I'm curious what you think about my business. And it's okay if you didn't, but I'm just curious if you have.
Honestly, I didn't happen to like well watch it right now, like but I'm looking forward to watching it.
Same here, Sherry. I'm really sorry. I haven't checked your Instagram, but we can do an audit if I have your Instagram account so that we can check what you need helps with.
So tell me a little bit more about what you mean by an audit.
Like I mean Instagram audit, so we can check on what areas on how you can improve your Instagram. So if your Instagram is already optimized or if your content is targeting the right audience.
Okay, understood. So I guess really I want to know this is really hard. I like both of you so much. So let me see if I can find a way to differentiate this. Nomi, are there questions that you would recommend asking?
I believe you've covered everything except for the tools that you want them to manage for you. If you have a specific CRM, if they knows about it,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I use WordPress for my website. I use MailChimp for emailing. I use Canva for my images. I use Instagram, but I haven't started. I just started playing with the reels. I don't normally do reels. I took myself off of TikTok because I was watching stuff, but I wasn't creating. And I'm not on Twitter, and I'm on LinkedIn, but that's more for my work, my professional work. And what else do I use? Let me see. Oh, and my podcast is on Spotify. So my husband actually does the editing of my podcast. So that won't be necessary, but I'll probably need some help to just sort of onboard. And I use Dubsado for my back end of the business. So I guess I'm curious if you've all had experience with those things. I think somebody said you both are good with Instagram, but one of you mentioned Canva. I can't remember who mentioned Canva.
That's me, sure.
Yeah. So you use Canva. Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
anyway, do you know all these different tools? Or I guess you can learn them.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, Charity, you were saying something?
Yeah, I have heard all that tools before. To be honest, I haven't tried like the MailChimp and Dubsado. So what the tools that I'm using right now is Canva, Google Sheet, Google Drive, and yeah, Instagram. But yeah, I can easily learn about, or I mean on how to use that kind of tools.
Okay, thank you. I hadn't really thought about like a hard question. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I have a hard question. Okay. What are your strengths and weaknesses?
Okay, for me, Sherry, my strength would be my family, and as well helping them financially, and as well as my weaknesses. Sometimes I actually have weaknesses, like standing in front of a lot of crowd, like talking to a lot of people, but right now it actually like little by little I conquer it, and because of this experience, being a virtual assistant, talking to a lot of clients already, and talking to Zoom, it quite helped me in my weaknesses as well. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, for me, my strength is I am detail oriented. So I like to check everything if they are in good place or they look good or if they nice. And my weakness is that sometimes I consume too much time doing that task since
Mm,
I I like kind of wanted to make it perfect.
got it. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, like it might take 45 minutes instead of half an hour or something. Like you might spend more time on
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes.
No, I understand. Especially when something's new. No, I get it. Okay. Um, Nomi, help me. What other question can I ask?
Um, let's cover as well the shift that you want your VA to work with you. What time are those? You mentioned that you will be working on your business in the evening, so that's mostly morning or time, right?
Yeah. So I would say that I get off work around, 5 or whatever, and then I have dinner, and then usually by about 7 Toronto time. Are we 12-hour difference or 13-hour difference? Maybe what time is it with you
It's
right now? Is it 9:30?
9:38 our time.
Okay. So we're 12-hour difference. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
12-hour difference. Yeah. So that means that probably I would hope that the person would work around, you know, um, start around 8 or 9. And then, so that means that I'll have clients around that time. But before I start with my clients, I might be able to kind of set what needs to be done. And then we can maybe even just meet very quickly, around 11 or something before I go to bed. And then, you would have time to continue to do a few things. Yeah. So I think that really maybe morning your time would probably be best. Yeah.
That's a perfect time. So you will allow your VA to work while you are sleeping, but you need to prep them before you go to bed. Is that
No.
what you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like some things are going to take longer than that one day anyway. So,
Yeah.
like for example, one of the first things that I think I'd like to do is obviously optimize the Instagram account and really strategize around um, gaining followers there. A lot of the people that I interviewed for my podcast, I discovered through Instagram, and many of them became clients. Some of them became friends. Some of them are other coaches that I work with. So like Instagram, it has been very good to me. I only have about 500 followers, so I don't really have a lot of followers, but they are good. And I don't regularly create content, so I am looking for regular content creation. Um, so that doesn't necessarily need me, to be around. Someone can just do it and then we can check it, especially if it's in Canva. It's very easy to go in, and organize it and check it. Yeah. But then, while I'm asleep, then, that could get posted. Like there's just stuff that I don't feel like we have to be in constant contact, during the office hours. Yeah. Do you have questions for me? Because I'm curious about what you want to know about me. Because this is two ways. You also have to, you know, be interested in working with me too, right? Like it's I mean, I have a choice, but you have a choice too, right? So what would you like to know about me?
For me, how long have you been coaching?
So I've been
started
coaching.
coaching?
Yeah. So I started coaching in 2021, and that was the year where I mostly did practice clients. I just kind of said, "Do you want to be a practice client? Do you want to be a practice client?" And I got as many hours as I could as when I was getting certified. In my second year, that was last year, I pretty much turned everybody from pro bono free client into paying clients into like I was like, oh, this is my first year of charging, so I'm going to do 50% price. And in 2022, last year, that was mostly like 50%. And this year, I've converted almost everybody to full, like to my full price. So this is my third year of officially being a coach. And I went from, doing it for free, doing it for 50%, and now doing it for full price. And I've been doing a lot of group programs. And I think that that's actually an area that I would really like to grow, which is the group, getting people to sign up for the group programming.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's really awesome. Like you started from the bottom and now you're here.
Yeah, no, I feel very lucky. Yeah, I love doing this work. Yeah, this is something I really enjoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really seems like you really love what you do. And yeah, congrats.
thank you, thank you so much. Yeah,
As for me, Sherry, I don't have question in mind as of now. Yeah, I'm just
excellent.
very satisfied with your answer a while ago.
Okay, thank you very much. What else? I don't know what else to ask. Know me?
I think we've covered everything, Sherry. So
Okay,
the VA that you will be choosing will surely have more questions when we get her onboarded. So let's wait for
okay,
that. Okay, so
okay,
of course,
sounds
the
good.
next step is for you to announce who you wanted to work with. Are you able to announce now, or would you like to sleep on it before you decide?
This is so hard, honestly, because like you
Oh,
both have amazing. Yeah.
yeah, good thing
May I
that we
sleep on
have.
this, please?
Sorry, sleep on it. Yeah, for sure.
Are-
Yeah, it's a good
Is
thing.
that
I just
okay? Yeah, I just want.
sorry. I think my line is cutting up. I'm
Sorry.
actually on a vacation. I'm in Boracay right now, so my line is a bit it's intermittent. Well, thank you so much for your time, Sherry, and thank you, Angels, for joining us. So we'll wait for your announcement then. And if you've decided, feel free to tag the name of the VA on the mastermind chat, and then we will go ahead and
Okay,
schedule our onboarding call. If you can decide before you go to bed, and then
I
let's
will.
onboard
I will. I will. I
tomorrow
just,
morning when
yeah,
you wake
I just
up.
have to go through my, I have to go through my notes
Okay,
very carefully. Yeah.
we'll wait for that.
Listen, you're both amazing. Yeah. Honestly, if only one of you had shown up and, we went through this process, either one of you would have been perfect. So I just want to kind of think through a little bit, and I wanted to thank both of you. You're both amazing. And I really look forward to working with someone because you're both amazing. So, um, thank you so much, Nomi. Thank you, Charity, and thank you, Janet.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much,
guys.
Sherry.
Thank you
Have a
so much,
lovely
Sherry.
evening,
Have a
Sherry.
good
We'll speak to you
one.
soon. Bye bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.